Alright, so basically what's going to be going on is I'll have people send me in setting the main character, the setup to what they're doing. So that's what I'm doing right now, is we're going to be doing with a little situation that I cooked up. That's some basic shit. I'd like to just take a little nugget of what a story could be and just grow it from there. So I'll get right into it and just explain basically what the basics are. So here you are to Grunion Camden. Now, Grunion is... look at it, it's beautiful. I'm such a goddamn artist. Graphic design is my passion. This is mostly an agrarian economy. It's a rural place. And it's fucking beautiful. Look at those blue skies. Completely clear. Nice grass. So this is our setting. This is where our story's going to be taking place, unfolding. So of course we need to meet our main character. And I'm pausing because this is quite a main character. It is Onion Man. I already said I'm not an artist. So, what about Onion Man? Who is he? Onion Man. By the way, Onion is his first name. Man is his last name. Onion Man's about 26 or so. Just enjoys his walks in the light breeze, going through the meadow, a sort of faffing about, a dreamer, just enjoying life, just taking in the air, sort of a very zen, sort of, alright, everything's grand, it's fine, that sort of personality. So, we got our character, we got our setting. These are very, very basic elements I'm going off of. So, if this is what I was working with, then I'd be having to add in a lot on my own, contribute, and I'll fucking work with people. But, what is he doing? What is he usually up to? That brings us to the setup. So here's this little house. It's, again, fucking beautiful. Usually lives off the land, very peaceful sort of lifestyle. Not a lot of people, though. It's the only house around. So this is not even Act 1, this is just the setup. If you're going off of sequences, this is just what his life is on a normal day. So, gets up in the morning, has a glass of milk, which is weird because he's an onion, but cows exist. He's the only Onion Man. No one really brings it up. Everyone else is a human. Oh, please God, let me be able to draw humans. But everyone else is a human. But he's different, and that's okay. So he gets up, has his glass of milk, some rashers, maybe some spuds, grates up some, a rooster potato, which, since he's an onion, that might be a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Throws a slice of cheese on it. It's real fucking good if you add a little bit of ketchup there, but we're getting off track. So, Onion Man gets up, has his normal day. Basically wanders out into the field till he finds a tree, and he just sort of meditates, just chills. Now, I'll add more better graphics as we go along, but right now I just want to tell you about Onion Man's day. And if you can't hear it in my voice, I'm just sort of improvising here, and I realize when I mentioned the tree and the meditation, oh shit, that's a lot to draw. Fuck that. let's just go over his day. I'm covering Act 1 tonight, and then I'll worry about, not even Act 1, Sequence 1. Because after Sequence 1, you get the inciting incident. That's the thing that interrupts him tranquilly moving about his little meadow that he lives in, drinking his milk, looking for things to pull out of the ground to eat. Again, a bit awkward because he's an onion. And that little aspect of the story, that seems like something we can dig into, where he's going to hit a problem, something that shakes up his life. Because what's his lie? What's his lie? And I'd suppose him going about his life, no one acknowledging, not even him, that he's not like the other humans. Again, that's okay. But there's a difference there. It's not being addressed. He's eating potatoes. This is an onion eating pork. That's weird. So, no, you won't have to deal with this. I can deal with the truth and the lie and the mechanics of the story. But really, the inciting incident is just something that disrupts the daily life, that makes you go, maybe things aren't all they seem. Because something's going to happen later on this episode, when I can be arsed to draw it, that makes him go, maybe it's a bit odd that I'm an onion that eats veg. So, here we are, with that light pause for you, but dinner-long pause for me, to the inciting incident. Onion Man is going about his day, pulling his head out the ground, and then he pulls up this potato. Look at it. It should be on the screen right now, unless I've fucked up the video editing. And he's going to, take it back home, cook it up, make some chips. But it looks at him, and it says, please no, please don't eat me, save me. And he just kind of fucking loses it. Look at him. He's losing his fucking mind. So he drops the potato, and he runs back to his house, and he sits in his chair, and he sits in it so long that it justifies me having to draw him sitting in his fucking chair. Look at that. This is not bits and pieces thrown together. That's an entirely different artwork for you. But he's sitting there and he's just wondering what to do. Now, we've passed the inciting incident. We've passed what I'd be asking people to give me. Now, the second part of Act 1. The deliberation. Him sitting in that chair, wondering, do I address this? Because, obviously, this is something that has challenged my perception of life. This is something that has shaken me to my core. What is my truth? What is my lie? But he's not thinking of that on those terms. Because Onion Man, dear Onion Man, is not a storyteller. He's an onion. Just simple, roll, eating from the ground, trading for I mentioned he has rashers, so he makes things, makes birdhouses, brings those down to the butcher shop. Now the butcher, and now Onion Man's thinking about being at the butcher shop, and saying to the butcherman, I've got this quite nice birdhouse for you. Could I please have some food? The butcher kind of narrows his eyes and says, okay, I very much like birds. But then we come back to the Onion Man, sitting in his chair, deliberating. Because, well, he's never questioned the fact that his skin has layers, that when he gets a cut, he doesn't bleed, he just makes people around him cry. He thought he was just so loved that people just cried for him. But no, that's sulfur oxidizing. Well, he can't possibly go on living this life of, pulling things out of the ground after one of them yelled at him. So, now, the key to, storytelling is the pacing. Usually you want your inciting incident to show up 10 to 15% in, and then you hit your change of plans, which is what we're getting to here. 25% in, which, good God, if that's the thing, this is going to be like 40 minutes. Oh fuck, that's a lot of drawing. But I feel like you've watched Onion Man sit there and be horrified long enough. So he decides, here's my change. Well, he doesn't say, here's my change of plans. Because, why would you think of it like that? I mean, I do that, but, like, good God, I revolve my life around story mechanics. I'm weird. Onion Man is, I'm not gonna say a normal person, but he's a normal onion. So, he says to himself, Christ, that's a joke my granddad would make. He says, Sir Onion, we gotta figure out what the fuck's going on. Can't be sitting in the field, taking a load off, watching the clouds go by, when you know that you can talk to potatoes. Because it's hit him. He's a root vegetable. So what fucking onions are root vegetables in this universe. And so it doesn't matter if they are or are not in ours. In this world, they're root vegetables, and I'm correct. So he resolves to go off and find the wisest person he knows to try and resolve this issue, which is figuring out what the fuck's going on. Now what we're approaching is the appearance of an impact character, someone with a flat arc. They don't change throughout the story. Their arc is changing the world around them. Like Paddington, So he goes off to find the wisest person he knows. And there you have it. That would be the end of Act 1. Now, I'd like to do, full stories for people, but this is just sort of, this is what I'm trying to get at with this whole operation. So, if you want me to tell you a story, give me the basis of a story, cool. Message me on the fucking OnlyFans. Or if you want me to continue Onion Man, I could do that as well. But I think it'll be about €5 to either continue a story or start a fresh one, which is negotiable depending on how much, stuff to work with you give me, like graphic elements, which would be the most useful thing. But anyways, there's a lot of information on the old OnlyFans profile, onlyfans.com/itsjustmoxie. And yeah, thank you for watching.